Hello, here we are again in this very unusual format for instructing yoga. Yoga was really not meant to be shared this way, but it's what we have for now. And if it is what gets us to our mat, hopefully you're getting to your mat and making that part of your stability and self-care during these times. So my invitation to you today is to practice acceptance, to accept where we're at and what brought us here, to take responsibility for all of our actions and our contributions to the world and how we move forward. So a lot of people have been expressing how they cannot wait to get back to normal. But I don't know that there's going to be such a thing. I think things will be hopefully different after going through all of this together. So I'm here to share a power flow workout today. I think Ashley's been the only one sharing those, so I'm here to flow and move and breathe with you. Hopefully you'll join me. If you'd like, you can always modify. A quote from Amit Ray. If you want to conquer the anxiety of life, live in the moment. Live in the breath. If you want to conquer the anxiety of life, live in the moment. Live in the breath. So often we use the breath as a cue, because when we are experiencing our breath, we cannot be in the past or the future. So experiencing all of these sensations of breath keep you grounded and in the present moment. Remember, if we want to care for the future, it's best to tend to the present moment. So moment by moment, we get through this. Let's come into mountain pose at the top of our mat. Feeling the weight in our feet and distributing it evenly. There is a sense of rooting down into earth energy. We align our skeleton and relax our muscles. And we sense the breath. Shift the awareness from the mind to the breath. Turn down the volume of thoughts and up the volume of your breath. In and out through the nose. Sensing that filling up from bottom to top as you breathe in, and emptying from top to bottom as you breathe out. helps you to bring a hand to the belly and a hand to the heart, please do that now. Guiding our awareness back to our breath anytime we've drifted. Receiving 2 more breaths, slow, deep, and full. Fingertips releasing towards the earth, palms facing forward. We're going to take a moment to just flow through a gentle twist, turning our torso left, coming onto the right toes, and then left toes, and we just alternate. And we want to be relaxed, so soften the knees. Recognize any tension that you're holding in your shoulders or your face, and let it go. Letting go, shaking off any tensions, any fears, any insecurities. To center, we'll begin to warm the wrists. We'll warm our shoulders by back stroking, right hand up, turn the palm out, reach back behind and come on down. 2 more times. Our legs are engaged and strong. So we're very stable, left hand. Feeling into our shoulders, taking a gentle approach here. Let's try both together, opposite direction. So right hand forward, left hand back. They meet at the top and continue around. Breathing into the top, exhaling all the way to the bottom. 1 more time in this direction. And then reversing, left hand forward, right hand back. We've got some energy going through our arms, so we can feel extension out of our shoulder joints, through our whole body. Let's breathe in. As we exhale, we're sitting back into chair, releasing and circle sweeping up. Exhaling through chair, any variation. Three more times. One more time. Exhaling as we sit, waiting for the in-breath to lift back up. Hands draw home to the heart. We're going to take eagle arms here, which means left arm is coming under. And if it's hard to come palm to palm, we will bring the backs of our hands together, or you can even hold the opposite shoulder. Our feet are set, and we're going to inhale, lift the elbows. As we exhale, we're revisiting chair. Inhale, lift the elbows, press them forward, and sit into chair. One more time. Sinking down. Inhale, unwind, arms into a V, and then reverse your hold. Take a breath in, lifting the elbows, pressing them forward, exhaling into chair. 2 more. Inhale, unwind, open to the universe. And let's release this all the way down into forward fold. Inhaling to monkey or airplane. Exhaling as we bow. Inhaling, lengthening out in monkey. And releasing, softening, letting go. One more time. Inhale, open the body in monkey. As we exhale, bend your knees a lot and make your way down to all fours. And we'll open the hands. Let's send our right foot out to the right. And we're just gonna circle, bending into our right knee. And start small. You can always find a little more movement. Close the eyes. Breathe and feel. And from here, let's open the left hand. Kick our left toes off the mat. Open up into side plank. We'll get the hang of this. Inhaling, as we exhale, we're gonna reach under and through. Big breath in, opening up. Exhaling as we reach under and through. One more time. Kind of a cross between side plank and thread the needle. Let's make our way down. From here, take a deep breath. As you exhale it out, come into cat pose. Inhale, lengthening front body, heart shining forward. As we exhale, arch towards the sky. As we inhale, arch towards the earth. And if we close our eyes again, just really pay attention to everything we're feeling in the front of the torso, throughout our back. Staying on breath keeps us in the present moment. Next time we exhale into cat, we'll release to neutral, sending our left foot out. Hands open, and we're gonna circle. So kind of feeling our way into this. Next time, our right hip comes over our right knee. Open the right hand, kick the right toes off the mat. We're inhaling into side plank, exhaling as we reach releasing to all fours, sinking the hips towards the heels, child's pose. We're going to want to warm our upper body, as we'll have many options to flow through half series. So let's practice a kneeling variation first. Inhaling shoulders over wrists, and then shoulders over fingertips before we lower. Engaging the lower body, pressing the pelvis down, lengthening out through the crown of the head, back to the earth. Inhale through plank, exhale child's pose. 2 more times. Breathing in and out, and in and out. Inhale nice and strong to plank. Exhale to child's pose. We've got the option to flow through that. 1 more time. Our music's picking up, which is a sign that we are getting ready to flow a little more energetically. Let's meet in down dog. Pressing, pressing. Feel your hips lift as you root down. Root down to rise up. Breathe in and out. Any variations you like here. Coming into a balanced down dog. We'll inhale, sweeping right foot to the sky. As we exhale, step the right foot forward. Inhaling up. Exhaling as we dive back down. Inhaling to down dog. Exhaling as we root down. Deep breath in, left foot to the sky as we exhale. Left foot top of the mat. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, dive down. Inhaling, back to down dog. Exhaling as we root. 2 more times each side, right foot skyward. Lunge or warrior 1 on the in-breath. Out-breath takes us back to the earth. Inhale is our transition into down dog. Exhale, feel it. Left foot. One more time each side. Down dog. Bending the knees, looking up at the hands. I'm going to walk. You can lunge or jump to the top as well. We'll meet in forward fold. Fold into self. Breathe into self. Be present with your breath. Be present now. We'll use an in-breath to make our way to extended mountain. Exhaling as hands come home to the heart. So our power flow sun salutations, feel free to adapt these to suit your own practice. Inhale, extending up. Exhaling as you dive down. Inhaling, right foot back to lunge. Exhaling into downward facing dog. Feel free to hold or flow forward. And shift more forward, lowering. Inhaling, cobra or up dog. And taking this back into downward dog. On an inhale, walk, lunge, or jump to the top. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. And exhale,
Inhaling, sweep to the sky. 2 more. Exhaling, dive down. Pick the right foot up, step back for lunge. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhaling, plank. Exhaling through chaturanga, dandasana. Exhaling back into down dog. We're going to add a twist here. Right foot sweeps to the sky. Exhale, lunge or help it up. Inhale, right hand to the sky. Exhale it down. Inhale, left foot stepping to the top. Bowing, rising, sinking into chair. One more time. Let your breath truly set the pace. Exhaling, left foot this time. Lunge. Inhale. Right foot back, down dog. Stay or flow. Inhaling, left foot skyward. Lunging it up. Stay here. Inhale, left hand to the sky for a delicious twist. Exhaling back. Inhaling as we step up. Exhaling, torso heavy. Inhale, rise. Exhale, chair. Inhale, rise. Let's meet in chair pose. We're going to hold chair pose. Shoulders away from ears. The chest is open. Hands at the heart or arms extending. Option to come onto the balls of the feet and play with a little bit of balance. Full, deep breath. Right here, right now. Heels come down if they're lifted. Right foot is extending back as we lift into warrior 3. So finding any arm variations, as long as we're balancing on our left foot. You got it. Let's inhale this up into, sometimes called toy soldier. Right knee can be bent, or you might choose to straighten your leg for a little extra challenge there. Focusing our gaze, feeling our breath, and release to mountain pose. Right here, right now. Let's not be anywhere else. Inhaling as we circle sweep to the sky. Exhaling as we find chair. Stay in your chair. Any variation. Option to lift the heels. Sinking our weight. Fullness of breath. Head and heart lift. If heels are lifted, release them down. Hinge forward as you send your left foot back. Warrior 3. Breath flowing. Inhaling as we rise up. Toy soldier, left knee is bent or left leg is straight. We're firming up our core muscles. Practicing our concentration and only being here right now. lift the left foot. Playing and breathing and meeting back in plank. Deep breath. Child's or down dog. If we need to take care of our wrists, you might enjoy placing the back of your wrists, back of your hands on the mat. Preparing for the other side. We're coming into plank pose. Opening the left hand this time. For more support, left knee comes under left hip. Otherwise, we open by reaching right hand and right hip towards the sky. And it's always just an option to lift the top foot. Where's the breath? Releasing to plank pose, child's pose, down dog. Option to root down and become still to stabilize your breath or to flow. Half series, when we added it to our practice, helps to build strength and stamina. Meeting in downward facing dog. Inhaling right foot skyward. As we exhale, right foot to the top. Back foot angles out, warrior one. Bending into our front knee, making sure that our right big toe is peeking out. Pressing through our back foot. Shoulders down and relaxed. Back toes turn forward, hands to the heart. Let's come into prayer twisting lunge, or any variation of twisting lunge. We might have our back knee down, our left hand on the floor. Shoulders away from ears. Let's take one more breath here. And then release. Right foot back. Moving through a moving plank. Right foot out, left foot out, right foot in, left foot in. 2 more times, each side. Meet in down dog. Decide if you would like to stay here or flow through half series. Remember, options are just that. Options. Meeting in downward facing dog. Inhaling left foot to the sky. As we exhale, left foot to the top of the mat. Back foot turns out. Warrior one. Sensing our warrior spirit. Now is the time to call on that. Strong legs. Focused gaze. Fearless spirit. Back toes turn forward, hands to the heart. Right elbow onto our left thigh, and we're revolving open. Stabilize with your gaze and your breath. Releasing. Walking to the long edge. Setting our feet. press down evenly into your feet and lengthen your spine. And then as you exhale, release into a fold that is effortless through your back and neck and face. Full breath in and out. Expand your capacity to breathe. Head and chest lift. We're turning all 10 toes forward, coming into downward dog, walking to the middle of our mat, opening our hands, preparing for crow pose. So we want to place our knees on our triceps, using them like a shelf, or squeezing our outer upper arms. It always takes me a little while to open my hands and find that perfect placement. And we might just practice balancing the weight between hands and feet. Or we might lift one foot or both feet, inhaling and exhaling, lifting away from the floor. If you're slipping on your clothes, you may pull pant legs or sleeves up, meeting in forward fold. Letting go. Backs of the hands onto the mat for a little wrist remedy. We'll bend our knees, reverse swan dive, and draw the hands to the heart. Right here, right now. Make contact with your awareness. Practice acceptance for where we are at right now. Breathe into it. Be present. My teacher says we can be awake, we can wake up, or we can suffer. So we wake up together and as a collective prepare for the healing and transformation of this planet. Let's step our right foot out, moving into either holding on to our left knee or taking our peace fingers in between big toe and second toe. Right hand could be on the hip or reach to the sky. Pressing into our grounded foot. And if we can find stability, we might open this out to the side. Setting our gaze. Left ankle to right thigh. We're headed to a balancing pigeon pose. So our right knee bends, we press our tailbone back. Hands could stay on your left shin. They might extend out, or you might want to bring fingertips to the floor. So find a variation that suits you. Breathe in and out. Rise up and out, opening and releasing to mountain pose. Left foot is our base. We're getting ready by taking our right peace fingers between big toe and second toe, or holding at the knee. Okay, we can practice many different ways. There's always a place to be. That's the beauty of yoga. Whatever options you're taking, the left leg is super strong. Hand could come to the sky, you could stay here, or open it up. Sensing stability in our lower body, a lightness and brightness in our upper body. Feel your breath. Right ankle on left thigh. So we're coming into that seated pigeon pose. I'm going to take my hands to my right shin and press my tailbone back. Remembering to breathe. So take it slowly. Know that falling out is all part of finding balance. When you're ready, inhale, sweep to the sky, exhaling as you dive down. Inhale, bend the knees, lunge or jump back, plank pose. A little moving plank. If we're tired, we might choose child's pose or down dog. Onto the right forearm and then the left. Keeping our spine nice and neutral. Next time you come up, reverse that. Left forearm down, then right. If you haven't been following our plank challenge, another good way to get your muscles moving and strengthening. Activate. One more breath. Knees come under hips. Hands to the low back. We're extending up, out through the crown of the head. Let's all drop our chin slightly. Notice how that brings the head more in line with the spine. It just feels better. Sternum lifting, one more breath. Slowly, down and forward. Dropping the forehead to rest somewhere. And child's pose. Maybe a little rocking side to side. And then perfectly still. Experience the breath. And when you're ready to come up slowly. So we're getting ready to practice an inversion, and this could really be coming back to child's pose, because child's pose is an inversion too. We can keep it without work, or we might want to add the element of work if we're here to build a lot of strength. So dolphin is a great place to start. Headstand, I invite you to take your mat to the wall. Handstand, same thing, mat to the wall. So I'll demonstrate dolphin and headstand. Those of you who have other inversions as part of your practice, please please feel free to take those at home. So we make our way down. I'm taking jewelry off. Sometimes that can really press in and be a distraction. We find our opposite elbow so that elbows and shoulders are stacked. Interlacing the fingers. For dolphin, our head stays off the floor. We tuck our toes, lift to the sky, and practice extension throughout our whole spine. So if you're rounding forward, shifting forward, practice pressing firmly into your forearms, which will lengthen the spine and send your hips up and back. So this is dolphin. And we want to be able to hold that pose with ease before we practice other inversions. If you wanted to practice headstand, you could take that same setup and bring the crown of your head into your cupped hands. So our pinkies are pressing down and our thumbs are really the only thing touching the back of the head. We tuck our toes and walk our hips up over shoulders. So we want to keep the weight out of our cervical spine. Keep pressing into your hands. And find core strength lifting you up. We keep pressing into the forearms, keeping the weight out of our head. Press down, energy up to the toes. The counter pose for all inversions is child's pose. Let's rock side to side. Give yourself some love and nourishment for doing this self-care practice. And then we'll make our way to seated. And we're going to be practicing a boat pose here, starting with support, but eventually releasing that support, maybe. So we ground our sit bones and just start by marching. So we're kicking in core muscles right here. If you want, lift both feet. Try not to roll back like this. Come forward so you feel the back edges of your sit bones. Flex the feet, spread the toes, release the arms if you'd like. A little more challenging to take hands out to the side. You might want to play a little bit here and move from boat to canoe to kayak, up to boat, canoe, kayak, boat, canoe, kayak, and back to boat. Shoulders down and back. Let's release our feet, cross the ankles, fold forward. Lifting out of the lower back. Breathing deeply. One more. And let's just come to the top of the mat. Bend the right knee and bring your body onto the earth, holding your right knee. Right foot to the sky. We could interlace behind our right hamstring. right calf. If we reach for the foot, notice how my shoulders come off the mat. So we don't want to reach high just for the purpose of getting closer to the foot. Better for us to press our shoulders into the mat. We might take peace fingers between big toe and second toe. Rest our left hand on left thigh. We have the option to hover the left foot and to lift the torso. So options in this hamstring stretch. Let's stay 2 more breaths. Breathing right here, right now, present moment. Bending our right knee. Left hand is guiding it across the body. We're going to find a supine spinal twist. Make sure that it's fitting your body. So sometimes our left shoulder gets bunched up under the body. Lift up the left shoulder blade and move it out. Back through center, adjusting. Left foot to the sky. We're finding any variation of a hamstring stretch here. Where's the breath? One more. Easing our way down. Right hand guiding the left knee over. And again, pick up your right shoulder blade and get it out from under the body. Fill the torso with breath. Build your capacity. Next exhale, releasing. And because there's one movement for our spine that I feel we missed during our practice, we're going to take our body out into an extended mountain pose. So fingertips overhead, feet pressing away. Scoot your right foot out to the right. Bring your left foot over to the right. Maybe even cross left ankle on top of the right. Right hand is going to take the left wrist. And we're going to make a little C shape with our body, a banana shape. And practice breathing into your left side. Expanding and opening this area. A really good posture to enhance our respiration. On an exhale, release. Taking our left foot over to the left, crossing the right ankle over. You might walk your shoulders a little to the left. And then left hand takes right wrist, and it's a soft tractioning. Gently pulling so we can breathe into new space on our right side body. center. Feet coming onto the mat. Preparing for bridge or wheel pose. Okay, bridge leads us into wheel. So we walk our feet in. Heels close to our sit bones. Shoulders can walk down. If you have long hair, you might want to get it out of the way if you're planning to move into wheel. Okay, so from here, we're going to just begin to curl our tailbone under and begin to peel away from the mat. Staying right here. Please don't look at your phone or TV if you're planning to come into wheel pose. Our gaze needs to stay fixed when there is weight in our upper back and our neck. So you can stay here or follow my instructions without looking. Turning the head. Hands come alongside the ears, fingertips pointing towards the heels. If your knees and elbows are drifting away from the midline, draw them back in. Really open the hands wide and sense that your hands will support you as much as your feet. As we inhale, we might come onto the top of the head and then press up into wheel pose. Drawing elbows and knees towards center. Our toes are pointing straight forward. Head is relaxed. One more breath. And then chin to the chest. Come down the same way we come out of bridge pose, one vertebra at a time. Hug the knees into the chest. And then we will extend out. Woo, all limbs away from the body in Shavasana. We come onto our backs. And really take the time to settle in. That means releasing where we know we're holding on. We really want to become masters of the ability to shed. Many people say this is when the yoga begins. Mastering our ability to be free. Try not to judge yourself. Just notice where you're at. Shavasana, like every pose, is our teacher. What is getting in the way of our peace right now? And can we liberate ourselves from that? We don't even have to think about our breath here, so drop in. Be free.
into this moment. Staying out of the past and out of the future. One more breath right here, right now. Bring your awareness with you as you roll to either side, finding fetal position. Deep inhalation and a full, relaxing exhalation. Pressing our way back to seated. Joining here in our tall seat. Awake, aware, here right now together. We'll take a breath in and circle sweep. And as we exhale, we draw hands to the heart. And may we all learn to be present for each breath, each moment in this one precious life. The light within me bows to the light within you. And namaste.